Labor government finally made public the new AUKUS 2.0 agreement, and it must be the most one-sided international agreement Australia has ever put pen to. There are so many problems that it's hard to wrap your head around how anyone could have agreed to it. So here's a little thought experiment. Imagine I'm trying to buy like a second-hand car or a second-hand truck from Uncle Sam's car dealership. Well, before I can buy the car, I need to pay Uncle Sam billions and billions of dollars to modernise and uplift his car yard and the car factories. I also need to promise Uncle Sam that I'll only drive the car to places he wants and only use it in ways he approves of. Otherwise, he can take it back. I'll also not get this car for maybe another decade at least. And during that time, while they've got my money, if Uncle Sam's car dealership decides doesn't have enough cars for themselves, they get to keep it. And I have no way to claw back the money I've given them. It's also a well-known fact that Uncle Sam doesn't actually have enough cars to sell to me and won't have enough for the foreseeable future for their own needs. But despite all this, let's say I do end up getting a car. And if in the process of reversing it out of Uncle Sam's car dealership, the engine blows up because I was sold a dud, I actually have to pay Uncle Sam for the costs and damages. Oh, and Uncle Sam also gets to decide how much I pay for all the fuel for the car, which he happens to also be selling to me. Now, if you think that's a bad deal, you're right. But that is exactly the Albanese government has signed us up to, with support from Dutton's coalition, in this new AUKUS agreement. Only it's not for a $40,000 Ford Focus, it's for a multi-billion-dollar bunch of second-hand nuclear submarines. The US and the UK have found a sucker in Australia and must be laughing all the way to the bank with this deal. We need to scrap the agreement. The more we sink into this rigged deal, the worse it'll get for Australia and Australians. We need to have a defence force that's focused on defending Australia, not threatening our neighbours, and we need a foreign policy that's actually made in Canberra, not Washington. And to get there, the first step is ripping up AUKUS.